Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now it's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And check down, complete to Hall. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Freeman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Freeman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Looking to throw. Freeman. That is incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Tracy trying the right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerk.
Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive. Number 2, remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here. And they start out with a nice gain and a quick 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Running left, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27. To the sideline and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Watson's throw here caught by Mims. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll go again with Tracy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Bellinger. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 3 yards out, and the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On third down, here's Hall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and a yard. Now Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flush to his right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now, Stewart. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Stewart to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Stewart. And Graham's got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Stewart sets to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They will throw on first down with Stewart. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Dobbs now on second down. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise. To be kind, they accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now a handoff looking right. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Here's Dobbs to throw. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Point after up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, here's Stewart.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Stewart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And this throw incomplete. The defender that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
He's got a man, complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right?
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. And then you got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Freeman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Freeman. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Freeman has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the give, this is their fullback. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Freeman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And
5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Aaron Sipas now.
And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
It got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors,
43 yards.
And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Burrow will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Stays on his feet. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Freeman. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
Jennings, a receiver in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
From midfield now, Burrow.
He's got his man, Jennings.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw. Freeman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, here's Tracy.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Right back to Tracy.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Here's Tracy.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Burrow.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is Turner.
Set to return it. Here's Turner.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. And even 40 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And quickly, they get to the line. Off-play action. Freeman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And it wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Motion to the left with Jennings. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New York set to take the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw. Freeman.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Tracy trying the right side.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors from 4 yards out. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Robinson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Operating from the gun. Robinson.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Robinson on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Dobbs. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Dobbs. Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage.
There he goes, right side. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant.
2nd down and 3.
Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Robinson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. Got a man. It's Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Robinson. Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Robinson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Robinson
on the move past the 40.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense